Hello, everybody. This is McCure, and my co-caster is um, Asami, right? Is that your in-game name?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. My co-caster is Asami, and and we will be both casting for the third place match for GRLCS finals, I believe. And so for the blue side, we have Quarantine Recovery Group, and for the red side, we have a Lamppost. Do you have any words to say, Asami?
So this is gonna be interesting as we did see, or I did see, the last matchup between Core Team Recovery Group that did give Return to Middle Six a lot to handle. However, we saw what happened in that great series though, and for this third place spot, it is going to be quite interesting. The picks or the bands are already in, and already we are seeing some pretty heavy bands for top lane and for the jungle potentially.
So we've seen a Karma, a Echo, and an Ornn banned out for Quarantine Recovery Group. I guess they just want to take out that Ornn, knowing that Ornn is a very, very strong champion in the top lane, being able to offer a lot of CC and lane pressure. Ornn is just pretty much, he's pretty broken.
You want to talk about broken? This is broken. The combo of the century, Alistar and Shamira. And obviously, any kind of CC with Samira is always deadly. But boy, oh boy, the one thing you never want is to see Alistar and Samira in the bot lane.
Well, we are going to see a Blitzcrank pick coming out from Chrono Breakers, so that will be a lot of lane pressure versus the Samira and Alistar, as if Chrono Breaker can hit a nice hook on a Samira, it's pretty much a guaranteed kill, as Caitlyn just is able to put out a ton of damage, able to burst down the enemy ADC with that headshot crit of his.
Yeah, and alright, these are some of the some of the picks that I saw with the last game that Quarantine had as Blitzcrank, True Fury with that Blitz was beautiful. And, True Magic always is very nice. Shafty with the Malzahar, obviously going to be able to lock up anyone. The only thing is that Samira does have her W, which is basically a windshield, or is basically that wind wall. She can also always dash away from danger using either minions or allies, or she could dash into fights. But either way, we do see the Syndra is locked in for the mid laner. So very, very nice.
Yeah, this should be an interesting lane. Malzahar versus a Syndra. These are both like pretty like all-in-one combo champions. Syndra probably has more damage, but Malzahar does have a lot of utility with his silence, moving towards the late game, I would say. But yeah, second round bans. It seems like we have both a Set and a Fiora, maybe targeting the top laners.
They're
And a
actually
knock.
gonna ban away the Nocturne as well. So I guess they did see Chrono Baker's Nocturne last game and said, you know what, that was a pretty good Nocturne. So we'll go ahead, respect ban it. Uh, the Fiora also is very good for Waka as he was able to just split push it so much. I mean, it was incredible. But ooh, ooh, this is a pick I was not expecting.
And
Morty.
Mordekaiser. So let's see what they will counterpick maybe for this Mordekaiser.
If I had to guess, they'll probably go. I mean, whenever Waka picks, he's what I've seen is that they like to give him these champions that can always hold their own. And
Mm-hmm.
ooh, okay, we know who Chrono Baker is going to be on. Um, I wouldn't be surprised if they decide to give Waka like Darius or Tryndamere again. Uh, or I say again, but just like the last series that was shown. So maybe they give him that, or maybe they decide to try and play a more team oriented top laner, and that is exactly what they do with the Renekton pick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Renekton's such a strong champion in the top lane. I mean, like you said, Renekton early game is very strong. Falls off a bit late game though. But yeah, Renekton is a perfect champion for holding on his own in the top side, especially versus a Mordekaiser. And the
Yep.
final pick coming out from Renji, swapping between Master Freelo and Kha'Zix. It seems like he's going to be going with the Kha'Zix pick for this game. And here we go. These are the team comps for both sides. Any thoughts?
So really, there's not a whole lot that is going through my mind currently. The only thing is that this Samira Alistar bot lane is going to be truly just just a nightmare to deal with. I mean, they have a great combo there. Uh, I know for what it's showing on the screen, it looks really weird. In case you guys don't know, Hastega is actually the jungler. Suki BG is the top laner, and D Leroy is the mid laner. They decided to switch it up a little bit just for the picks here or for the bans. So that is why it is looking like this. However, promise you, everything's fine. However, I said it's just going to be very interesting to see how they will encounter this because Samira can stop the projectiles going to her. So the axe from Olaf, the ace in the hole, the grabby hands from Blitzcrank, everything that they want can immediately be blocked away.
Mhm. But then
But
again, they do have Renekton, who is very, very good for going all in, especially just diving deep onto the AD carry. I mean, for the side of Quarantine Recovery Group, I mean, diving on the Samira. So this would be an interesting to see if Drogmar wants to opt for maybe a aggressive frontlining Alistar or maybe just a peeling CC Alistar to knock away Renekton from his AD carry.
yeah, and I'm expecting probably early on it's going to be more of let's go all in. And with the Alistar Samira, they can do that, not get punished too badly, since Samira is just super good. I mean, to me, she's super good with how she plays out. But it is going to be a little scary if Samira does end up falling behind. Because how I like to look at it is like Samira is like a Lucian, she's good ahead, if she's behind, and she kind of is well, she's kind of there. She's just there at that point.
It's a cannon minion for the enemy team to farm.
Yes, in a sense, it is. You're not too wrong on that one. And well, we still have the whole minute 30 seconds. Um, I do want to just look towards the later stages of this game where it's going to be more scary. If we look at how their team comps are, then Samira obviously is going to be scary. Mordekaiser will be using that Death Realm to have either the Caitlyn in, maybe Shafty or Waka. Uh, Overall, though, like you can tell, they are going to be playing around the Samira. While with this team comp, it looks like they just kind of want to go full in, full out. So it'll be quite interesting. But no matter what, I think both teams are going to be looking pretty nice.
Yeah, especially so I believe Lamppost will be having a more, I guess, a more snowballing slash scaling team, while for team Quarantine Recovery Group, they're going to be having a nice early game comp. Forcing, I mean, Olaf and both Renekton are really nice, like early game champions, especially after Olaf hits level 6. He can just pretty much run at anybody on the enemy team and they can't really stop him. And also, Blitzcrank is such an aggressive early game support. I would love to see some early game plays. And also, I guess Malzahar is pretty much the only really scaling uh, damage on their team, but we'll see what happens for this game. As the spectator delay is now at 0-0, we will be hopping into the game as soon as possible.
Yep. On the stream, all I see is a picture of Braum. But it is going to be, as you said, it's going to be very, very interesting, very, very excited to see how both teams will play. But no matter what, I think it's just going to be coming down to how both teams play out fights.
Mm-hmm. Wait, okay, so we have some people saying in the Twitch chat that our audio is a little bit staticky. Is it just because of Discord or is it? I mean, I can hear you
Uh,
clearly through Discord, right?
yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Maybe.
I don't know. I mean,
I
oh,
guess we
are
can just keep
you?
going on. Huh? Wait, what?
Hold on. Are you on the Get Wrecked 2 one?
Uh, we are on. Wait, what?
I think you might be on the first stream on just Get Wrecked TV. Maybe not on Get Wrecked 2.
Oh, oh, I see, I see. You on the second channel? Okay.
Oh, here we go. We're in to the game now,
Mm-hmm.
and just waiting for both sides to spawn in, and we'll be able to just go all in, all out. Here we go.
Uh,
There we
um,
go.
okay, can you do the introductions?
Yes,
Por
sir.
favor.
On the blue side, we do have the one, the only quarantine recovery group. We have Waka as the Renekton in the top lane. We have Chrono Baker as the Olaf in the jungle, Shafty on the Malzahar in the mid lane, and True Magic and True Fury on the Caitlyn Blitzcrank in the bot lane. Are you able to see the stream?
I'm opening up the stream right now.
Okay.
Okay. No, Twitch ad. Okay, give me a few seconds
Oop.
here. I'll be able to see. Okay, yeah, the game has shown up for me right now. So,
Right.
which side did you introduce again?
Blue side.
Blue
Don't forget
side.
it. Also the Discord one.
Okay, yeah, the Discord one. Okay. And for the red side, which I believe is Lamppost, we have Tisuki VG on the top side playing the Mordekaiser, Hastega in the jungle playing the Kha'Zix, Leroy playing Syndra in the mid lane, Dogmar on the Alistar support, and Renji playing the Samira in the bot lane.
Yep, and it's just very standard. We do see that they are wanting to do this invade, and since they don't have any vision, Mordekaiser actually going to pay visit there, does spot him out, so they now know that Chrono Baker is starting at the red. So I expect for Hastega to possibly do a counter, and that is exactly what he does as he immediately heads over towards the red.
But there's an interesting thing because there is a blue ward trinket right there on vision on the red, just in case Hastega ends up um, going in on that red buff. So as we see, Caitlyn and Blitzcrank are both pushed up a little bit. They might not decide to head back, but Shaft Free is there to maybe go back and mess around with the red buff that Hastega is currently at.
And we can see Leroy already deciding to harass Chrono Baker a little bit. Does, I believe, steal away some chickens as well. So he's pretty happy. They do know exactly where Hastega is, so they do not have to be too afraid. Suki, dealing with the Renekton, always an annoyance, but will be perfectly fine.
hmm
So, just
And
getting...
you were saying something?
I was just gonna say, it just looks like the normal beginning for both sides.
Yeah, pretty slow start for all the laners. I mean, top side is just like farming as usual. Oh, True Fury misses a Q though. That is a little bit unfortunate. Junglers are both just kind of scouting out the lanes, maybe looking for a gank as soon as they can hit level 3, maybe get a Scuttle Crab too while they're at it.
Yeah, and again, they're keeping tracks of where Hastega is at all costs, which is always nice to have whenever it is the Kazakhs. So they do know Kha'Zix is getting this scuttle at the bot side. Therefore, Chronos says, "All right, I'll go ahead and just take the scuttle at the top." And ooh, great grab.
Okay, we have a fight bot side already. True Fury going in. Drogmar low on the HP. Ignite is down on True Fury. Renji going in. Flash is coming out. First blood goes to Hastega as he jumps in under tower to secure the kill on Blitzcrank. Renji going a little bit too far deep under the tower, taking a few tower shots, but he will still be getting out of there alive. What a early engagement. That is interesting as we have another gank coming in mid lane. Top side fighting, duking it out, and the game has been paused.
Oh,
Uh, that is quite an
okay.
unfortunate.
I found out that the reason why the game is paused is because the power for the monitor just went out for Shafty. So we are going to be having just a small moment of leeway here. And while we do, we can actually, fully assess what happened. Hasega, beautiful, beautiful uh, way to get in. Make sure they secure the kill. And
It
looks like
was
they
a,
are talking about getting this game going once again. So game is on pause. So we will be coming back in. But again, Hasega, great flash, great way to secure the kill onto True Fury, who saw he had a great engage. However, it was not as great as it turned out.
and then the mid lane, we did see a gank. I guess no summoner spells were used in that fight. Libra, I guess, just got out of there alive. Top side again. These guys are just fighting each other, making sure to just bopping each other with their weapons, trying to chunk each other down, seeing who's going to be the first person to secure a solo kill, perhaps on each other.
Yeah, I mean, really, this is just gonna be what we like to call the good old chess match of top laners. Top lane, what are ganks, right? Top lane never gets a gank. But really, for the Samira to get the assist here is very nice. Although the gold is just, or the CS difference is just so massive.
Yeah, 15 difference of a CS between the Samira and the Caitlyn. I guess they have been bullying her out of this lane back and forth, and it's also interesting too because Samira has an assist, so that is a little bit of extra gold. So I don't believe the CS difference is as massive as it seems to be, but then again, on the numbers show that there is a pretty big difference.
Yeah. When you look at the CS in general, it's pretty big. However, when you look at the gold, they are very close together, and oh, Suki is already way too up.
Yeah, playing a little bit too far up for himself, getting chunked down to less than 10% HP from a small trade between him and Renekton. It seems like he will probably be going back here to reset and grab some items.
Yeah, which is the right choice here. The Bramble Vest is picked up by him as well. Renekton does have the Vampire Scepter, so it looks like Waka is going to be going with the classic Bork first hand.
I guess that Bramble Vest is there to prevent Renekton from healing every time they do trade each other and get into an engagement. As Renekton does have some fury, I mean, have some healing when he does build up his fury, and it seems like First Dragon has been slain.
Yep, the first dragon gonna be going over to Chrono Baker, who is playing a jungler that can actually do this. And ooh, the trade is massive.
Top side, we have a gank coming in from Hastega, forcing Waka to use Dominus. We have the ultimate going out between Suki and Waka as he secures the kill. Leroy TPing in. Unfortunately, that fight is going to be over after he uses his TP, so that is a little bit of a waste. But still, very nice fight, very nice gank coming in from Hastega and Suki.
And Leroy just doing that TP at the follow just in case. It was a great job by Suki to actually go into the Death Realm or realm of death with Waka, as he knew like if he didn't get that off, then Shafty would have immediately just ulted him, and that would have canceled everything. So great job by Suki to make sure he got the ulti off, and great follow TP. Even if it didn't amount to anything, I still love the fact that he did it. And oh, Chrono is gonna flash and die.
Oh, unfortunately, he'll get taken down as Leroy uses his alt play button on him. But Shafty is there to flash in and use his ultimate to secure the kill under tower. Battling, we have another fight going on. Renji having to back off as True Magic just does tons of damage with his sniper rifle. And it seems like Trev Fury flashing a little bit of his mastery, maybe a little bit of BM going on between the bot laners.
Yep, and you just gotta say, like, Chrono, that was a great job by him to get that kill. However, or not, I say Chrono, Leroy, my bad. Great job by Leroy to secure the kill on the Chrono, who showed himself just a little too soon, especially with that low health. However, immediately we did see that that was fine. Oh, here we go again.
Gank coming in. Hostega already jumping in. True Magic will slay Dogmar as he pushed up a little bit too far on low health. Renji is also very low. This might not have been a smart move as Waka is there to help out his laners. Seems like he'll be going in. When we see the stun out from Waka, it seems like it will be off cooldown for him. That is quite unfortunate. Waka did use his TP there, so that will be one TP down. That'll be a TP down for quarantine recovery group.
Yep, and a great TP in by Waka there to help out his laners, just in case something did go wrong. So I do like it. We also had obviously Chrono Baker there to also shadow them just in case something happened. So overall, great job by both sides. And
Ooh, Dogmar, nice combo knocking the Blitzcrank right under the turret. Well, I guess we get a topside camera movement up here, a little bit of trading going on. Not too much. Top laners just on their island as usual.
yeah, and you know, Dogmar went in, and it was great by him to obviously go in and try and make something happen. However, the Samira was not level 6 quite yet, so he does lose a flash just for his own for True Fury's flash. However, he does have that Hex flash, so pretty sure True Fury's fine with just losing his normal flash for a replacement.
And yeah, just to mention, there was 4 players battling. A solo queue, something that usually happens in solo queue, it seems like has come out in this game too. But yeah, seeing 4 players battling is always very unfortunate. Suzuki using Death's Realm on Waka, bopping him down. Dominus being used too. Seems like both Juggernauts will be trying to fight each other, seeing who reigns supreme, and it looks like Suzuki will be the one who gets the solo kill onto Waka, flashing in, using that Obliterate to smack Waka back and send him back to the fountain, while Balen is erupting into another fight. Trev Fury getting ignited down, missing his hook, unfortunately. That will be a huge missed opportunity to maybe re-engage on Renji, forcing, and True Magic has to flash out of there in order to stay alive.
Yeah, and now Renji has to be so careful, and he doesn't respect the True Magic, as he will be able to secure the kill without even using the ace in the hole.
That is quite unfortunate, as Renji did not move out of there to maybe sidestep the skill shot, but then again, he was playing very greedy, trying to get a few minions before he went back.
Yep, but, you know, overall, Samira does get the kill. However, it is unfortunate on what happened. We do see Dogmar did move into the mid lane to maybe make something happen. However, Shafty just decides to go for the reset. Oof. Yeah.
Dragon is up now. Drawmar coming in from the behind, maybe looking for another fight. True Fury getting engaged on, stunned down. Samira using her auto attacks, maybe trying to do a little bit more damage. Ooh, Renji sidestepping that hook from True Fury like a beast. Now a little bit more auto attacks going back and forth on the supports.
Yeah, and as I said, Renji sidestepped it. It was a great sidestep there, and they do force. No, True Fury is actually gonna go ahead and stay. And now we see that both teams are getting ready for this dragon. and looks like it'll either be the Ocean or it'll be the Cloud Soul. I think it's gonna be Cloud Soul. However, can never be 100% certain. And here we go with the fight.
Here we go. Yeah, True Trev tries to hook one of the players around Dragon Pit, unfortunately missing. Leroy going in as he hits a nice scatter the weak. Red team slaying the dragon for themselves, and it seems like they will be going back after the securing the dragon.
Yeah, I mean, for Lampos, they just say, all right, if you want to fight us, you can fight us. However, as long as our Samira is safe and protected, we'll be fine with fighting you guys. Especially since Leroy has the Scatter the Weak, has the Unleashed Power to just, or did have it to melt down someone. But they just said, if you fight us, we win this easily.
And yeah, they opted to back out of that situation, which was very smart.
I mean, no reason to try and force a fight there. So they just say, we got it, we got what we wanted, let's head out. And now both sides are just going to resume doing what they do best, farming.
Yeah, it seems like we're going to see a few items already being completed. Kaylin getting the Infinity Edge for herself, while some Moby Boots are coming out for both supports, maybe trying to get into the lane a little bit faster. Both junglers have already finished their item, and the only people who have bounties on them are the Mordekaiser and Kaylin. So junglers could be looking to either maybe gank their lanes and secure these bounties for either themselves or their laners.
Oh no.
Yeah, Hastega jumping into the enemy jungle without any vision. That is probably not the best play he could have done there. Gets ulted, down, stunned down, and his HP bar absolutely obliterated. Top side, it looks like Tsuki is just going to assert dominance on Waka, going under his lane to smack the tower before walking out of there safely.
Yeah, and there was a TP used by Leroy Dares, and it looks like it was a very ballsy move there, and they're gonna get the hook onto him.
Yeah, Leroy pushing up too far. True Fury hits a nice hook, but unfortunately is not able to follow. True Magic is not able to follow it up with more damage. As I mean, Leroy is just so scary. Every time you're an AD carry and you see Sandra, you know that she's gonna be trying to spam that R button right on top of you.
Ooh, Chrono's in a bad spot now.
Yeah, Chrono's in a bad spot, having to alter to maybe save himself from this. Hastega, ooh, jumping right onto Chrono Baker and getting himself another kill of the game. 2 kills, 1 death, and 1 assist.
Yeah, Chrono did not like the fact that he got flash ulted by Shafty, so he immediately says, all right, how about I flash you? How would you like it?
Yeah, and it seems like Hastega will be the one getting the kill out of there. Oh yeah, True Magic pushing up too far. Ignite going down, Hook coming out, but unfortunately will not be able to do much. First, Samira has shut down Kaylin, getting that extra bounty. Hastega is here to secure the kill onto True Fury as he jumps in from the skies, and now Rift Herald will be dropped bot lane.
Yep, and it was a just beautiful timing by Hasea. He just comes in, leaps, gets the first hurt for his team, and even helps his bot lane out, as that CS is now, or the CS lead that was once there, gone. Samira, scary. Chrono Baker having to respect both Hastega and Renji, especially with Dogmar being here.
Seems like they will not be respecting the pressure of Rift Herald. Rifty will be able to take down 2 turrets, but actually, I don't know about this one. Drogmar a little bit too slow for his own good. Goes and knocks up both players, maybe trying to save his teammates. Barely missed a hook as Renji heals himself to get him a little bit more extra movement speed to dodge that hook. Hastega jumps in again to kill the Blitzcrank, but unfortunately will get shut down by True Magic. And Renji will have to get out of there alive at it. There's still 2 players remaining from that fight.
Yeah, and he also knew that Shafty was missing, so there was a potential that if he did go in, he'd end up having Shafty come in and use the Nether Grasp onto him. So good job by him recognizing the situation that he was in, and just said, all right, I'll sacrifice my main 2, but I'll keep myself alive. I need to make sure that I don't die here.
And do you want to do like a gold check maybe? See how the gold is doing for both sides?
Yep. Really, I mean, nothing too big. It's only a zero point 0.3 goal lead for the side of Lamppost. Thanks to the first tower going down for them, and then the second tower as well. Most of the gold is onto the Mordekaiser and onto the Shamira, which is to be expected. While on the other side, Caitlyn holds most of the gold with 7k in her pocket, or 7k gone to her, and 6k for the Malzahar.
Again, will be started it now. 4 players in the pit. Blitzcrank, True Fury on the sidelines. Samira getting silenced down. The low on HP. We have that Realm of the Death being used on Blitzcrank, it seems like. Olaf going in, but Hastega's huge burst damage absolutely obliterates his HP bar. Leroy also shuts down Malzahar with her burst damage. True Magic flashing out of there, trying to stay alive away from that big boy Suki. Looks like Suki will pull her in and slam her down with that huge mace of his, sending her straight back to the fountain.
Yeah, and that was a really weird fight to take on the side of Quarantine, just because the Renekton was not there. Renekton was top side taking what he could, and now Renekton is still way too far. Waka has to be very careful here, as he has 3 members going straight to him.
Leroy frontlining, but unfortunately Waka does have his ultimate up, so Leroy might be in a pickle here. Yeah, Waka goes straight onto him, and will be shutting him down before he gets taken down by that last turret shot. True Fury trying to 1v2, getting caught out in his own jungle as Tsuki, oh my gosh, I'm starting on my words. Tsuki and Hastega catch him off guard, and it seems like Hastega will get out of there barely before the silence hits him. If that silence connected maybe a second earlier, he probably would have been dead. Suki blocking that bullet for Hastega like a true gentleman.
Yeah, and it was very interesting to see what happened, as obviously Waka, he used the Bork that he had to slow down Leroy. Leroy then says, alright, realize that my phase rush is not enough to try and get away, and tries to flash away to safety. However, obviously, we saw what happened when Waka has that E. He immediately went onto him, got the shutdown, then ends up dying himself. However, the kill going onto Dogmar, which is just, you know, I mean, could have been much worse if it went onto like Samira. However, don't think they'll be complaining about a kill onto Waka to stop any pushing.
And now we have 4 players gathered in the top side of Red Jungle, searching for a little bit of vision, maybe looking for some picks, and Hastega will be having to flash out of there in order to stay alive. Waka and Chrono Break, 2 very, very scary champions trying to gang up on him.
Yeah, that was a great flash by him, as he knew, like, if he did try to attempt the leap, he could just be stunned up and then slowed down by Chrono Baker, and immediately, since True Fury was on his way there with True Magic, he would probably end up getting pulled to his death. So, great respect flash by Hasega, making sure that their 3k gold lead stays there. And, oh, it is a Cloud Soul. And now they're all converging onto Suki.
Yeah, it seems like Suki will be dropping his ultimate onto True Fury to maybe secure a kill for himself before he goes down. True Fury is a little bit tanky though, knocks him up before flashing out of there alive. Suki getting rooted, suppressed, absolutely CC'd for four years before getting shut down, while his team is actually on Baron. The pressure that he has put in the bot side allows his team to get onto Baron and now probably secure it uncontested.
Yeah, and I mean, that is what happens when you show 3 people down. And Waka is gonna try and make something happen, try and stop the Baron. But however, instead, it's gonna be Waka forced to use the Dominus, and it's gonna be a kill, as Shafty does end up taking out Renji. Now the Ace in the Hole does come out. It is gonna be blocked by Hastega to keep D. Leroy alive, and now both are on the run. And we do see Leroy gonna be just fine. And ooh.
No, that's not what you want to see happen. True Fury goes a little bit too far for himself. And yeah, that is an assassin and a burst AP mage right there, man. You can't be doing that kind of stuff. Your HP bar is just gonna get ripped to pieces.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Suki's just sitting there, just like doing the classic set pose, just like, ah, yes, please continue to focus all the attention onto me while my team takes everything away from you.
Sure.
But I mean, it was a great job by Lampos to understand the situation that was happening. Setsuki attracted so much attention, and Shafty didn't even have to ulti up. They immediately say, "All right, let's go. This is our time to just take whatever we want." And oh, here we go again.
Hooking onto Darmar, maybe not the champion that he wants to hook, and will get massively punished for that, getting pulled all the way back into 4 members of Lamppost. But Darmar pushed up too far, having to flash out of there with his low HP. We have Suki going in on Waka as he has ulted him. Boom! And there goes Waka as he gets, and there goes Suzuki as he secures himself a double kill. Stega jumping in again on True Magic. True Magic with 1 HP left. Renji flashing on to secure the kill onto True Magic. And Chrono Baker, the last remaining player of Quarantine Recovery Group, just barely walks out of the range from that pole, and it looks to get himself out of there alive.
Yeah, and what looked like a great pick at first immediately just turned to Dogmar saying, "Ah, well, it's not like I have a Samira and a Syndra on my team. It's not like I could take this fight." So he immediately made the best of it. Suki doesn't have his Shadow Realm up quite yet, or his Death Realm up yet, so is going to just be forced to flash. That's fine, as the Leroy and Renji easily take in his mid lane.
It seems like they want a little bit more, and they'll be greeting for it. Hook barely missing. Oh, actually, no. Renji blocks that hook away from Leroy, being a very nice AD carry. Waka just getting absolutely bursted down. Shafty stunned due to Drawmar, and that will interrupt his ultimate onto the AD carry. But then again, Drawmar is not taking enough to survive 3 members. Astega, though, gets himself a kill before he is put into stasis, resurrecting right now. Tsuki trying to ward off members of their team. Leroy is there to support, and double kill coming down for Hastega. Chrono Baker trying to do as much as he can, but Hastega will get himself a triple kill as Suki is there to help him. Leroy chasing Caitlyn down. Will he be able to secure the kill? Caitlyn is pretty fast and has that I forgot the ability of that. I believe that's his E ability to separate the gap between him and Syndra.
Yeah, and having that 90 caliber net able to get away and make sure it's not a complete ace. However, that was really well played by the entirety of Lamppost, as having that GA up kept him alive, or once he died, he was able to come back at half health, or however much health he had, and then just picked up a triple kill immediately after. So he's showing that, he's perfectly fine with having, people focus him, because it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, as he could just use that Q, use that W of his to just heal. Or is it the W that heals him? Yes, it is. Yes, being able to heal up and everything is perfect for him.
Mm-hmm. And his teammates were also there to help him out, so that was very, very nice. Leroy coming in from the backside to support him. Leroy also chunking down, I believe it was Chrono Breaker's health, just so Hastega, pretty much leashing Chrono Breaker for Hastega to secure a double kill. And then also Tsuki was there to help out with the final, with his triple kill.
Yep, and we do see that the Rabadons is completed for the Syndra, so now Syndra is going to be much scarier. Obviously, if anyone tries to get into a 1-on-1 situation with her, it's I think it's safe to say, like, it's just over there. And we do see, because of the amount of CC that does come in from both Mordekaiser with the Shadow Realm, from Syndra, from Dogmar, the QSS is there, so taxes paid by True Magic.
Yes. Syndra's big power spike from getting that Rabadons, give her a little bit more damage. Yeah, right now the gold difference is pretty humongous between both teams. about a 7K gold lead. Want to elaborate on that?
I mean, having that 7K goal lead is massive in its own right, and we see like they are wanting to make a play happen here. However, it is currently split as a 4-1, meaning that the Mordekaiser are just going to keep on pushing in this top lane, or top lane, bot lane, while they give all the resources over to Renji. However, there's a teleport coming in from Mordekaiser, so now they have to flee. They have to run.
Almost chasing them down. Suki over here, right on the left side of this team. Will be looking for a flash? Dromar does use his flash, but unfortunately misses his combo. Drops his ignite onto True Magic for a little bit of early damage. Pull comes in. Waka trying to get out of there alive. Trevor Fury looks like he's going to be in the middle of the fight. Ultimate is dropped for Renji. True Magic is going to be the last player of this fight, as he not the last player, second to last player, as his HP bar just gets smacked to pieces, being a squishy AD carry. Shafty doing as much as he can, securing himself a double kill, dropping those silences. I mean, Shafty is also really scary. That DPS from that little burn of his, the silence of his, will do a ton of damage. If they're not careful, they could get burned down to pieces.
Yeah, and that was great by Shafty to make sure that he held, or he took out D. Leroy. As if Leroy stays alive, more than likely that they just push in this lane or they get the Baron and then they push to end. Instead, he dies, therefore, they just say, alright, we'll just go ahead and start up the dragon.
Yeah, Shafty is there coming in from the bottom river side, dropping his silence and doing a little bit of damage, chunking Suki. True Fury is there too. Unfortunately, his hook is not going to connect onto anything, as seems like those players will be looking to go back and secure some items and take their gold for themselves.
Oh, True Fury just noticed it at the last second. So the back is completed by Suki. He is going to have the Liandry's and the Naster's Tooth now, so he's gonna be doing even more work. And the Bloodthirsts are coming in for Samira, so the amount of healing that she had prior is now gonna be even better. And it looks like they're just gonna be playing around the teleports for Waka and Shafty, as they know that Suki does not have his for quite a while.
Yeah, players are seeming to be grouping towards this mid side here. This is pretty interesting. Balin is pushing out for the side of Quarantine Recovery Group, and it seems like Drummer wants to fight. He will be going on to Suki, forcing Suki's flash already. That is a very, very early flash, and a nice play from Drummer.
Yeah, Dogmar going straight in and forcing the ulti from Chrono and the flash as well from True Magic. So that is exactly what you want to see for Lamppost, to make sure that they have everything they want for team fights upcoming. However, they do get the pool now, and there's a fight.
Drew Fury hooks on to the AD carry. Very nice hook, but his teammate isn't there to support him. True Magic on this backside getting run down by Hestega. But Waka is going to be in the ultimate of Tsuki. Tsuki getting ulted down. Drummer going a little bit too deep on low health. Renji getting shut down too. Suki trying to do as much as he can, but that will be another shutdown for that side of Quarantine Recovery Group. Hasega jumps in and jumps out. Very nice kill, putting into resurrecting state though. That is quite unfortunate. They'll probably be able to secure this kill for themselves and shut down plus 1,000 gold for True Magic.
Yep, however, True Magic does not have the mana, and the Leroy has all the mana. So he wants to fight. He wants to try and get a pick onto True Magic, however, not going to be able to. Instead, just going to go ahead and get the reset, make sure he can catch this mid lane wave. And looks like True Magic says, hey, we can just go ahead and do this. We'll have our Renekton up, he'll TP in, everything will be fine, but the Leroy immediately responds as well.
That is a pretty interesting TP. I don't know what his idea was there, maybe to get some vision on to Baron, and that is what he does. I don't think though, can Olaf and Caitlyn do Baron together?
I think what the plan was for both True Magic and Chrono to start it up, and then have Renekton TP in to help him out, and then once Shafty got back up, he was going to teleport in as well. But instead, because of the teleport from Leroy, it immediately forces them to not go for it and instead just opt for a reset, especially since there's already low mana buy through magic.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just gonna go ahead, do just that reset. And we do see the QSS is coming out now for Renji. He knows that Shafty is a complete menace with this, so he's perfectly fine with just going ahead and getting defensive items.
Okay, we have Olaf using his ultimate, trying to run out of there a lot instead of engaging in. True Fury hits a nice hook onto Drummer, but that is not the person you want to be hooking into your team. We're going to have a lot of burn damage coming out from Shafty as he drops that nice burn. Chrono Baker secures himself a kill. True Fury trying to hook again, but unfortunately misses. Astega jumping in a little bit too deep. Leroy getting 1v1 by Shafty, while it seems like, oh, that's a ton of damage coming up from Suki and Renji. Shafty again going in a little bit too deep for himself. Gets taken it down by both Suki and Renji, doing a lot of damage. Quadra kill coming out from Renji.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you don't use the Nether Grasp onto Samira. She immediately just goes off. It wouldn't have mattered as she did have the QSS up and ready. However, being able to get the Liandries and so much damage onto Samira would have been so nice to have helped out your team. However, this is what happens when Samira's just left alone and can just get free damage with that ultimate of hers. So, things happen. Things happen. Minor setback for them, and looks like they are just going to reset and get ready for this Elder Dragon, which is up in a minute.
Yeah, inhibitors down. It's not looking too good for the side of Quarantine Recovery Group. Do you have any ideas on how they could come back from this game?
Really, for Quarantine Recovery, it's just that they have to get this Samira down. If Samira is ultied, or really, if Samira is taken out first, then they 100% can win these fights. We saw it in the last fight that happened when Samira went down. They were able to slowly pick them apart. And while, yes, Kha'Zix is a menace, all you gotta do is make sure you guys stay grouped up. If he goes in, you stop him immediately. However, keep the main ultis for the Samira, for the Syndra. That is the goal, that is the plan. And also, have Renekton not use the Dominus way too early. Because, I mean, he used Dominus onto Dogmar, which is, not what you want. Oh.
We have a hook coming out onto Suzuki. He's going to get stunned down for a good amount of time. Shafty gets ulted down. Drogmar knocking him up. And it seems like Renji will be going in. 3 players are onto Drogmar. I don't know why they aren't doing onto Renji. Actually they are starting to put some CC onto Renji, but it'll be too late as Renji already secures himself a triple kill, quadra kill, and that will be an ace, another ace, as they cannot take down Renji just in time. Maybe looking to secure this dragon, or maybe looking to end.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna go ahead, go for the end. The death timers are just way too big for Quarantine Recovery Group, so that is going to be the base, the nexus, the game, as Samira was just left alone on an island once again, and the Nethergrass just not used on them, and they use it onto Mordekaiser instead, which I don't understand why.
I mean, the Mordekaiser is a pretty scary champion, but Renji is for sure going to be the main DPS of that fight. And it looks like Lamppost will be taking this game out of the best of 3.
Yep, that'll be the first game of the series. And while, yeah, there was no Penta for Renji on 2 occasions, I'm pretty sure Renji's perfectly fine with just saying no Penta, but at least we got our first victory of the series.
And stay here. We will be right back with the second game of the series. Let's see who wins this one. If Lamppost decides to take this game away from Quarantine Recovery Group, that'll be both games of this best of 3. And we might even see up to 3 games if Quarantine Recovery Group can come back. So stay tuned.
And hello and welcome back, everyone. We are back into the pick ban phase currently, and already these are some pretty quick bans on the side of the lamppost.
Yeah, lampposts are going to go ahead. Actually, I need to make sure I actually have this right. No, it's flipped around. I forgot to switch it over. All right, especially lampposts over on to the blue side. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, I'm not Mercure. I'm actually Let's Go Dragon. I'm just going to fill in for a little bit because Mercure is getting some noms right now for real quick. But looking at these bands, pretty things we expect to see. Shamir banned away, and the Malzahar also banned away.
Oh yeah, I mean, Malzahar was an absolute menace. Samir was a terror on the field, and look at the amount of hovering going on by Leroy. Oh, even Seraphine being hovered.
Yeah, Seraphine hovered. I don't know if it's allowed, but still interesting champ, whenever we get into that. And it looks like the other caster might be ready right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and mute up and then he'll jump right in.
Yeah, I believe he is set to go. Welcome
Yeah,
back.
yeah, what's up, guys? Sorry.
Hey, no worries. Sometimes we all need a little munch or two. So you're fine. But first pick for the side of the lamppost is going to be the Jin who has fallen into meta pretty hard recently.
Mm-hmm. And for Waka, it's going to be a blitzcrank pick, so I guess they'll be opting for a very aggressive bot lane.
I think they might go back to the Caitlyn Blitzcrank bot lane. They gave True Fury someone that he's super comfortable on. Graves is locked in for Chrono Baker. I do like this pick a lot more than what he had last time. I, I'm actually having issues remembering who he had last time.
Oh, it was Olaf, I believe.
Yes, there we go. I do like the Graves a lot more than the Olaf just because he can stay a little safe without having to go straight in. So he should be fine. And this lockup CC, if they put in a Moo, this is going to be so terrible for the side of Quarantine Recovery Group.
Yeah, I mean, Amumu is one of those underrated champions that are just so good at doing massive amount of damage. First of all, his AoE ultimate is just probably one of the most OP things in this game. But it seems like Tsuki will be opting for an Urgot pick.
Go with someone who can not just tank up, but can also lock up and eat away and fear the other side. I love this pick for the side of Lamppost. Get you a top laner who will be tanky and will also dish out so much damage.
Hmm. And it looks like Shafty will be opting for a Morgana pick, so want to be having the utility mid laner who can offer a good amount of CC and amount of damage as it scales into the late game.
Yeah, and they do go ahead ban away the Kazakhs. They realize that Hasega on the Kazakhs is just possibly one of the scariest things in the world. So they don't want that again. So
Hmm.
they'll have that just fine. Vayne is gonna be banned away. That is a great counter to Urgot. So I do like the fact that they ban away Vayne.
Looks like there's going to be a counter ban for Volibear and a Caitlyn. Maybe targeting the enemy jungler and the enemy AD carry. Seems like True Magic might have to opt for maybe a misfortune or something like that.
Yeah, they're just making sure that True Magic doesn't have the ace in the hole to use, and also has to play a champion that he's not super comfortable on, possibly. However, they do go ahead. They lock up the Kaisa, which is a great pick as well. Uh, I'm really confused as to the early pick on Morgana for Shafty.
Yeah, I mean, Morgana is a decent pick in general, but picking her early might lead to some consequences as her early game is a little bit slow, not being able to clear many waves by herself. Um, Oh yeah, Dogmar, you wanna come in here and make it a threesome, baby? I mean, are you fine with that, Asami?
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Get on in here, Dogmar. The more the merrier. And we're gonna have the Nico Lucian locked in. Wait, this is gonna be. Is this Urgot Jungle?
Might be actually, might be. That'd be an interesting pick.
Oh
And
my god.
hello, Dogmar. How are you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. What's going on, boys?
Not much,
Not.
man. Wait, Oh my god, this these picks are insane. I actually love them. They're just so insane.
You know,
Mhm,
we just practice our yoga on a daily basis, and that's how we get so flexible.
It's
mhm.
always good to have some flex picks here and there. And having Hasega on the Urgot, he's gonna be like halfway across the map. Someone's gonna be low, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, don't mind if I do." Munch.
Yeah, yeah. You just gotta watch those recalls, boys. Can't be too low.
Yeah, can't be too low indeed. But we do have 280 carries coming out for the side of Lamppost. This will be a very interesting pick. Top side is not going to have a fun time. Awaka is going to just get absolutely obliterated by Lucian, just throwing auto attacks at him. And especially a Jin too. I mean, late game Jin, those crits, baby. Oh my god, they're so satisfying every time that fourth shot just like lands on an enemy 80 carry or an enemy squishy.
It's actually gonna be the Nico top.
Wait, what?
Yeah, yeah. Now Leroy
Oh,
threw you off by being the top, the person that picked bans.
oh yeah. I remember now. Yeah, Suki is the top laner, and then Leroy is the mid laner. They did that just because they don't trust Suki with the picks or with banning, right?
No, so Suki, little known fact, he's actually has only played League for like 2 years, and so he doesn't own all the champions.
Oh,
So he's a prodigy, and so
Oh
that's why
my
we had
goodness.
to raise him up under the lamp roof.
That's kind of cute.
okay. Suki showed in and showed out in that first game.
Absolutely.
So, Suki, you have my respect, good sir. So I am looking forward to see what you can do on the Nico. And Leroy, I mean, he's sitting pretty comfortable on the Lucian, I think. As long as he doesn't get binded up, he should be perfectly fine. So, nothing too bad.
Let's see if we can pull some double lift Leroy plays, dashing in between using that E ability of his very efficiently to dodge Morgana, dodge Blitzcrank, and also dodge Shen's taunt. Domar, do you have any say on the team comps?
Uh, I I don't want to talk too much about it.
Oh.
Really, both teams are like, for one team, it's CC Central. If you get locked up, you're locked up and you're gonna die. For the other
Yeah.
team, it's just like, well, you have the Morgana, we had the Morgana, Blitz, and Shen. After that, you guys can do whatever you want. So Kaisa has to be very careful. Grace has to be careful. If those two go down, the team fight's already over at that point.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, I believe Lamppost is opting for the death is the best CC picks, right? Like they're just going to be able to kill them before Quarantine Recovery Group can come back. And that'd be pretty interesting too. I'd love to see some team fights coming out from these groups, and also how just like their general playstyle, maybe looking for picks, maybe looking for fights, or just absolutely obliterating the lanes and just winning off of that.
Yeah, I mean, I think I think for quarantine they were expecting more of a team oriented comp. They probably were thinking like, okay, it's gonna be the Urgot top lane. This will be perfectly fine and everything, and then in comes the next fix on the Lucian and Nico, and they were just sitting there like, huh? What is this? This is not what we were expecting.
We're going to confuse the enemy team. We're going to win them in the mental because we're going to confuse them first. They're not going to know what's happening, and then we just absolutely obliterate them in lane and win the game. Easy.
Lamppost uses confusion. It's super effective.
Enemy has hurt itself in confusion.
It's like there's two parts of strategy. There's the oh gosh, I just forgot it. I lost it. That was
Oh.
the train. It just went right by.
Quite unfortunate.
Ooh, I just gotta say, uh, I'm expecting Renji to do great as he is playing with the T1 skin in honor of Bang. So I'm expecting great things from Renji. I mean, no matter what, it's gonna be a Jin and a Leona, so they're probably gonna have a lot of lane dominance throughout this entirety of the match.
And yeah, we will not be able. Can we get maybe a stream, por favor, Rexco Dragon, and the Discord? Okay, here we go. Here we go. And yeah, I mean, just pretty general rune picks coming out for both sides. Blitzcrank opting for opting for that one. What is it? What is that rune called again? Frick.
Wait, on who? On who?
On True Fury.
On True Fury?
Aftershock.
Oh,
Aftershock.
Aftershock, yeah. Instead of Electrocute, so that's pretty interesting.
Yep. So here we are, into the game, into second match, and possibly the final one, as we're already seeing a whole bunch of pings, and oh man, we're gonna have 5 men going into the bot for both sides.
Go, baby! Getting ready for this 5 versus 5 engagement. Let's see how this Monkey Fest ARAM into the Tri Bush will go. True Fury going to be the first person. 4-man rule going down. True Fury getting ignited down. Pulling in. Tsuki though, that'll be the first blood going towards the Graves. Chronobreaker. Chronobreaker going a little bit deeper. It seems like somebody will get rooted. Astega gets rooted down and might get taken down. That's a second kill for them. Unfortunately, the Leroy will trade a kill over on Waka. Oh my god, just throwing out tons of CCs, showing a little bit of dominance, especially for team Quarantine Recovery Group. And many have
And
spawned.
True Fury, again, with a god tier grab onto. I don't even remember who he grabbed. I just remember the grab.
He just grabbed the
going
Suki
wrong.
from max distance.
Yeah, that was insane by True Fury. So beautiful grab that does secure the first blood for the side of the Quarantine Recovery Group. However, they did get a return kill onto who are they? Onto Waka. So Lucian gonna have the kill lead there, or not even a kill lead, as Morgana has a kill and an assist.
It's pretty interesting though. I believe all laners, Quarantine Recovery Group should hit level 2 on this first wave, I think, maybe? I don't know how XP works. Before it used to be like that. Waka actually just going in around Tsuki here, taunting him down, but then again, he's not going to be able to do that much damage as he is a Shin.
Yeah, however, he does have to, or Suki does have to respect Waka, as so not only will Waka have that level lead, however, he started out with the E, so he's going to be able to get roots and so much damage just coming out just from the taunt and the autos.
Yeah, so it seems like Waka will be taking a head start on this lane. Suki rooting it down, Waka doing a little bit more damage, slowing him with that what is it? That shard? Glacial shard, I believe.
Yep, Glacial Augment able to slow him down a little bit, and we do see both junglers are now top side, and it's going to be Hastega visiting the top side first, and this is bad for Waka now. He has no flash.
That's no flash, and maybe the camera will move. Yeah, it seems Hastega will just run him down, shooting him with that cannon of his, and boom! With that last big boy auto, sending him back to the fountain.
Yeah, it's Conquer full stacked the Glacial Augment from Suki. Forget about it. True Fury is gonna use the X Flash, just flex.
Yeah, just X Flash in front of the enemy's face, asserting his dominance. Level 3 is going to get hits, though. True Fury rooted down. HP bar going to get kind of low. Also ignited down now. Renji throwing... Oh, nice sidestep coming out for him. Maybe secures this kill. Heal coming out for Renji. Waiting for him to reload. And finally secures that kill onto True Fury. On this mid lane, Shaftry is low on HP, but hits a nice spawn onto the Leroy.
Yeah, and really that was great by both Mortal and Rengi to just make sure that they can get these kills. Obviously, Rengi using the heals to make sure he could catch up to the Blitzcrank, secure that kill as Mortal's Ignite had just ticked away. So, able to secure the kill. No cleanse used by True Magic, so he'll be okay for now.
Roma, you're kind of quiet, man. What do you think about this early game so far?
I think it's been pretty spicy so far. I definitely saw the gank coming top. Aztec is really good at giving Suki an early setup. And then as far as bot, it's just really impressive on my boys. Mordo and Renji just being able to just get that kill off on Blitz.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. You're on the side of Lamppost, I believe,
Yep.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, Lamppost.
Yeah, he was the Alistar
Yep.
from last game, which, gotta say, very big boy plays, very bold plays as well.
Yeah, I mean, you're frontlining very well for your AD carry, just making sure that you're always in front of the blitz hook, so that the blitz hook will always get onto you instead of Renji. But heading back into this game, we're gonna have the dragon already up, and it seems like 3 players are gathering bot side.
Yeah, there's 6 people in this bot side altogether. They know that the Graze is there thanks to that deep ward in the tri-bush. Harasuki has to be careful, has no mana, and if he wants to, he could just go ahead and... Never mind, they're actually just gonna root up True Fury.
True's Fury undertowered. That's not where he wants to be as he gets stunned down. Chronobreaker also getting stunned down too, but Hastega is low on mana though, so I don't think he'll be able to participate in this fight for very long. Another hook coming out for True Fury. Unfortunately, it misses, and that will pretty much be the fight before Renji hits a nice 4th shot onto True Magic.
I think it would have been, well, it would have been a whole lot better, obviously, if I think if Suki backs there, then goes ahead and immediately teleports in, they'll be fine. There's a flash coming in from Shafty to make sure he stays alive. Culling will not be enough to kill.
That was a fadeaway bind from I believe Shaft3. And also Chronobreaker coming into this mid lane. Oh, baby, that bind was kind of close. Leroy jumping over the wall, doing tons of damage to an unsuspecting Chronobreaker. And yeah, that will probably force him to back off.
Yeah, and there's Hastega as well. And I gotta say, Hastega, while he has obviously died once at the beginning, he's doing very well making sure that he can assist his teammates wherever. Jungle Urgot, it irks me so to know that it's so good.
Yeah, I mean, that pick is very, very nice. We saw him gank top lane and secure himself a kill for both Suki. I believe, was it for Suki? No, it was for himself.
Yes. So he picked up the kill for on Waka. Suki able to help secure it. And now Hastega able to just give Leroy the blue buff while he can just go ahead, reset, get back to lane.
And,
Ooh, I see a trap.
yeah, I see a trap indeed. True Fury face check this bush, and that is not what you want to see happen. True Fury getting ignited down, getting bursted down. His shield passive coming out though saves him from that 4th shot. Renji flashing out of there. Waka going to ult right onto True Fury, and it seems like this fight will be lasting a little bit longer as Hastega has now joined. Mordo though tries to go in for maybe a last stand type of thing, but will get taken down unfortunately.
That the Stand United was there to save him, but there's the ultimate. Forget about it. You will be feared beyond death, my friend. And that is a great kill for Hastega.
Sniping True's Fury from a huge range, I believe pretty much max range right there, and securing that kill, securing that execute for himself. Curtain call has been dropped. Unfortunately, True Magic will be a smart man and opt to go to the side, the little bottom side portion to get out of that ultimate.
And oh my goodness, Suki's just destroying these plates here. Woo! And curtain call, got him. Love hearing the curtain call play out. Just very beautiful song there. However, now we have to kind of take into the fact that while there was a kill onto the Leona, there was just as much given, but now here comes Chrono Breaker.
Suki using his ultimate, maybe trying to stun them both down so he can get out of there alive. Flashes over the wall. It's slowed though because of that red buff. And yeah, it seems like he'll be getting out of there safely.
Yep, forced to use the Pop Blossom and the Flash. And, well,
Ooh, Shaffrey hits a nice spot onto Leroy. Leroy uses his call a little bit early so that damage will not be dropped onto Shaffrey.
yep, but again, this is just, they're slowly starting to pick away. I'm pretty sure Suki is just fine with burning that Flash Pop Blossom, as he knows more than likely there's no way that Chrono Breaker tries to go back to the spot side, so he knows more than likely it's going to be top mid for Chrono, especially since Hastega is in the bot side jungle, knows that there is no one in the area.
Ooh, hook coming out onto Mortal a little bit early, and it just be a little bit of damage done. While seems like Hastega's coming in for a gank.
Yeah, he's roaming or staying around, making sure that if anything happens, he can help out. Mortal, I believe, hits level 6. Yep, and now they can definitely play more aggressively. And there we go.
Ultimate drop. True Magic using his cleanse though, so that will be a summoner spell down, but a life saving for himself.
Yeah, the Fear Beyond Death coming out as well. However, the Solar Flare being cleansed out immediately allowed for True Magic to get away. Then we had Jin, who obviously used his Deadly Flourish to root him. However, it was not exactly where the Fear Beyond Death was being shot at, so they'll be able to get away. Fear Beyond Death now on a cooldown along with the Solar Flare.
For sure, it seems like Hastega will be going back, getting himself some items. Yeah, getting himself a nice ruby crystal and a longsword, some wards too to drop in that dragon pit. And yeah. Oh, nice hook onto Renji from True Fury. Renji will get taken down, exhausted, ulted upon by True Magic, and True Magic will secure that kill as his jungler Chrono Break is there to support. Mortal getting chased down by 3 members, and that will be a kill. 2 flashes coming out in the river here. Shaffrey and the Leroy flashing out, trying to dodge each other's ultimates, and that was just a little bit of a fight in the river as they both head back into mid lane.
Yeah, that was a great job by Shanty to intercept Leroy as he was on his way down to try and help out his ADC and his support. However, both fell way before he could get there, especially with Shafty being able to stop him. The Stand United and the teleport is up for Waka, so it is a possibility that a fight could break out. However, with Hastega up at the Herald, looks like they're just going to go ahead and say, you guys get to go ahead and take this Inferno break.
And Inferno Dragon has been secured for Quarantine Recovery Group. As, yeah, I believe the bot lane will be going back. Waka dashes in there, knows that Suki is low on mana, but it looks like... Oh,
there's
bang, another...
Sega.
Yeah, there's Hastega with another snipe. Just dragging in Waka and just, you know, taking a nice bite out of him. And also securing 300 gold for himself.
Gotta respect the Star Guardian. There's no respect on his name.
Yeah, put some respect on that Star Guardian skin, baby.
I mean, that was great by Hastega. I mean, Waka had no idea. There's no vision in that top side at all, so he believes that he's perfectly fine. Next thing you know, Waka's like, alright, I can just go ahead, just normally walk away. Nope, Hastega hits that immediate Fear Beyond Death, and next thing you know, stage exit right, good sir, and you are back to the fountain.
Down he goes, but he is back now, and it seems like he has completed a phase for himself, maybe looking for a Black Cleaver. Blitzcrank coming in from the behind in this mid side. Yeah.
Right now there is a 3k gold lead for the side of Letpost, and they're just gonna continue to put gold into the bot lane. Leroy is perfectly fine on his own. Well, I may have just jinxed that one, huh?
Yeah, True Magic and True Fury both there with the combo of Shaffrey. that's just too much for Leroy as he gets overwhelmed by 3 members of the team. But his teammates are in this bot side dropping that Rift Herald and securing themselves a tower.
Yeah, not only that, but the Herald's gonna get another push, and True Fury's in a bad spot now.
Yeah,
There's the Stand United coming in to try and help out his friend, his ally. However, Hastega still able to just do so much. There's a Fear Beyond Death, immediate flash shot to True Magic, and he's gonna go flashing away.
we have Waka frontlining again. True Magic has now ignited on. We have this backline here. Suki getting chased on by both. That's a nice sidestep though from the bind, which will save him for a little bit of a time before Waka flash taunts right onto him. Shafri is very, very low on HP, and Hastega takes advantage of that situation to go in onto Graves and secure himself a double kill. While Waka here getting chased on by both Leroy and Jin. Curtain call has been dropped. 1, 2, 3, and the 4th shot has been dropped. Unfortunately, they will not be able to find Waka as Blitzcrank is there to maybe. I guess the shots just missed. True
Yeah,
Fury still has full HP.
Yeah, the shots went just a little away. However, they were still able to force them way back to make sure that they could get this tower. And real quick, just gotta say, my bad. I always forget that I'm not play-by-play, and I'm so used to it. But it was a beautiful Stand United to come in to try and save True Fury. However, True Fury got hit by the Fear Beyond Death. Immediate flash by Hastega to force out the flash from True Magic, who then stays alive. However, the fight continues to go and go and go. So the longer it went, it looked like maybe Lamppost overstayed a little bit, got too greedy, but instead they were able to turn it back on its head, get the kill onto Waka, get the kill onto Shafty, onto True Magic, and onto Chrono.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I didn't know that you were a play-by-play caster. I mean, that's my bad. Do you want to switch off on these team fight casts? Because I kind of want to maybe do color casting for a bit actually. If you want to just swap over to doing play-by-play. So like
Sure.
for this fight right here, you can cast.
Yeah, it's perfect timing, and immediately they just ganged up on Leroy. Leroy at this point is just having to constantly scream Leroy Jenkins as he is just dying over and over. Now, they are just goon squatting him, dude.
4 members in this bot side will allow them to probably siege this turret and maybe secure from themselves. And that is what they'll be looking to do right now. We're going to have True Fury try to connect another hook.
Yeah, they're just zoning them away so that they can get this tower. That'll be the first tower of the game. And this Urgot has a pretty big bounty, and I'm pretty sure they want to get this bounty onto him or off of him and into the pocket of Kaisa. And well, Kaisa just gotta keep on poking him out with the W.
Yeah, that is the first tower secured by Quarantine Recovery Group, and they'll probably be opting. Actually, no, they're grouping towards this jungle here.
Ooh, True Fury with a great grab, and there's a Solar Flare, there's a Pop Blossom, as Suki is able to secure 1 kill. Suki, however, will go down. Mortal is in the fight all alone, gonna be rooted up, gonna be CC'd, gonna be taken out by Chrono, who uses the collateral damage. Now it's onto the side of Lamppost to try and make something happen. Waka's gonna get hit by the curtain call, but however, he will be perfectly fine. Now Shafty's on the wrong side, he's separated from the group. Renji gonna be able to separate them some more, as Shafty, pretty low on mana, gonna be able to get the root onto the Jin. Rengi forced to respect it as the Landers is there. That dragon should be secured and will be on the side of the, well,
Quarantine Recovery Group, I believe, right?
yes.
Yeah, so just taking a look at chat here. If Tsuki has a million number of fans, I'm one of them. If Tsuki has 10 fans, I am one of them. If Tsuki has only 1 fan, that is me. If Tsuki has no fans, that means I'm no more on this earth. The world against Tsuki, I'm against the world. I loved hashtag Tsuki till my last breath. Die hard fan of Tsuki. Hit like if you think Tsuki is the best player and smart in the world. That is a pretty nice copy pasta, I would say, for myself. But coming back to this game, we're going to be seeing this Urgot having 6 kills. Yeah, like you said, 600 bounty for himself. Ton of money going to be on him. Maybe Quarantine Recovery Group trying to look for maybe a pick onto him, or just securing a kill onto him, as that is a ton of gold. They are going, Quarantine Lamppost is on a deficit of gold, I believe around 4k, but they are even on kills, do have an extra dragon, lower on turrets though. Still, they might be opting for maybe an aggressive play, maybe trying to, maybe either playing slowly, farming up, or maybe looking to try to group for team fights, as they know if they can get a pick onto one of the damage dealers during these team fights, they can probably secure the fight from themselves. But there are 4 members already grouped onto this Rift Herald, 4 members of Lamppost specifically, and now there might be a fight happening.
True Fury's caught out and is going to be taken out. There's the Solar Flare. It is connecting onto Chrono Breaker, who's having to run away as the Fear Beyond Death was on him. However, he's able to survive just long enough to make sure that it doesn't do too much. Herald is secured for the side of the Lamppost, so they'll be sitting just happily, as they also have the Nico split pushing, as usual. The top laner does.
3 members are grouping towards that Nico though. It looks like she'll be very smart and back off of that, as her teammates probably called that there are enemies that are missing. So it seems like sports getting dropped between both sides. Oh,
Yeah, Chrono Breaker having to be careful. There's a Stand United coming out, and it will connect. They're able to get the taunt onto Azteca. There is the ultimate coming out from Shafty as well. They're trying to secure this kill. True Magic's in the back as he's able to come out. However, he's not able to secure a kill. The Fear Beyond Death will come out. However, Leona will still drop. It'll be a 1-for-2 trade on the side of the Quarantine Recovery Group.
Reggie's pushing his top side. More members of Quarantine Recovery Group are coming again to this top side, but that will be a turret secured for Leroy. The call getting dropped. Waka running towards him.
Right now, Leroy is actually doing such a great job at kiting him. Oh, the hook will connect. He's going to be able to pick up a kill. He's going to get another one too. And there's the other one, and he's not going to go down. Finally, here comes the Morgana to secure the kill. Now Suki is on the chase for Chrono Breaker. He's going to drop. And my god, what a circus act by the Leroy.
Hoggers, and indeed, very nice play coming out from Leroy, securing himself 2 kills before his Nico ends the life of Chrono Breaker, chasing him down. His teammates are going to be in the spot side pushing it out, so that will be an inhibitor secured for the side of Lamppost. And now they are playing very, very far up. Again, Renji takes himself a turret too. That'll be an inner mid lane turret taken down. Nico, this top side, clearing out waves, just generating so much pressure for the team of Quarantine Recovery Group. Now they have to answer these pushes, they have to answer these minions, and because of that, this next up and coming dragon, which is going to be in about 1 minute-ish, will be kind of hard for Quarantine Recovery Group to group for, as these super minions might come in and do a ton of, and put a lot of pressure onto their team. But yeah,
and really, like, when you think about it, it was so good for them to try and pick off Leroy, and then Leroy does his incredible circus act. He dodges the taunt, he dodges Chrono Breaker's damage. He's able to evade True Fury for so long, and by the time he's hooked, he has all of his abilities back up from cooldown. He takes out Waka, and I'm pretty sure at that point they're like, okay, we can easily get this kill. Then he takes out another member in True Fury, and they're just like, what is happening? How is this man still alive? That's a good question, because I honestly don't even know. Leroy's just saying, this is for all the pain you caused me, and well, yikes. Hasega easily able to get the Fear Beyond Death onto him. They're gonna get another chain onto True Fury. The curtain call will be coming in, and it will be the curtain closing up on True Fury. True Magic able to use the ulti to get away. However, now Leroy is on the hunt, and he's going to allow the ADC to get away. That killer instinct, just enough to save his life, however, not enough to keep the enemy team from going straight over to Baron.
Yeah, Baron is indeed. 4 members are starting in Baron, but recapping that fight, Chrono Breaker was caught out, True Fury is also caught out, but True Fury was very close to hitting that hook onto the Leroy, and that would have just stopped the curtain call at all. So that would have been a very major ultimate out of this fight. But unfortunately, then again, as 4 members were grouped around him, he tried to do his best to survive. But unfortunately, it is to no avail. And that would be an uncontested Baron secured for Lamppost. Wow, Leroy solos dragging for himself. Shafty tries to maybe do something, but he comes a little bit late. And that is quite unfortunate for Quarantine Recovery Group players. Going back now, grabbing a few items here. Lucian finishing his boots. And now we are transitioning. Now we are in the middle of transitioning into the mid/late game. Again, we have 8 kills, a 700 bounty on the Urgot. He has pretty much 4 finished items now. He is a very, very thick big boy, ready to do tons of damage. Yeah, with that, with those big boy with the big boy attacks. While most of the gold for Quarantine Recovery Group is going to be placed upon Kai'Sa, I believe. And if they do, and if Quarantine Recovery Group does secure these bounties, they could bring themselves a little bit closer to this, a little bit closer on this big gold gap that is currently between Lamppost and their very own team.
And True Magic currently has finally upgraded the Muramana. He does have the Icasian Rain upgraded, so he is going to be pretty well with clearing out all these minions. He does have the Supercharge also upgraded, and immediately forces out the Stopwatch, which would have been so nice for that Pop Blossom. So now we have a fight about to break out, but True Magic has to be so careful here. He is treading on such dangerous waters currently.
Wow, the Lucian is pushing in topside, putting pressure on this top lane, forcing Corner Breaker to come topside to respect that. Ooh,
Well, there's the hook. There's the come in by True Magic, and they're going to be able to get him. Hastega now on the run as he does not want to be giving over 700 bounty. There's a flash, interesting flash by True Magic as he's not even going to be able to get the kill. Leroy will take him out. The Stand Unite is not enough. And then the hook interrupt by, oh my god, by Hastega is going to be enough to keep him alive. However, he does finally fall. However, it is to Shafty now. The Leroy forced to try and clean it up. And he's not going to be able to. He's going to be rooted up. He's going to be taken out. And no way of getting away. However, now it's going to be the Nico pushing into waves the entirety of the time. And he's taking a tower. That is one teleport interrupted as well. And this is exactly what you want if you are on the side of Lamppost. If a team fight ever goes wrong, you always have Suki to clean it up in the base.
Tapping on that fight. So Hastega, right after he flashed over the wall, Shafty. Oh wait, we're actually going to have another fight here.
Yeah, it's just gonna be Suki trying to get away, and he's going to be able to as well. Look at the chase, look at the hunt on the Suki. So much, and oh, well, I think they believe they found the right one. They're gonna be able to take out Suki as he's an easy kill, but they take out another inhibitor, so he'll be perfectly A-okay.
Yeah, so that is an inhibitor down for Quarantine Recovery Group. Again, their top side turret is down too. Leroy did a very, very nice job putting pressure on that turret and securing it for Lamppost. But yeah, for that fight especially, Hastega flashed over that wall, and Shafty unfortunately misses her bind on a stun target by like a few millimeters. Oh my gosh, Hastega might get cut out here again.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Hastega, they know where you're at. He realizes that he's in a bad spot. They're trying to take him out, and they will be able to. He had another shutdown on him from prior, so that's a 150 gold shutdown into the pocket of True Magic. And Kai'Sa is starting to show that she is online. She has life. And Rengi is now the target, and well, Rengi was the target. Leroy's gonna go down, and there goes the killer instinct. Here comes the Nico, who is caught or spotted, but however, there's the solar flare. Murdo realizing that he's in a bad spot, he's going to go down as well. And now they are starting to fight back. There is life in the side of Quarantine Recovery Group.
Yeah, they just recovered that. They just recovered pretty much 5,000 gold from that 9k deficit we seen earlier. end the game. And after these few fights, they've just been able to secure tons of gold for themselves. Kaiser went from 6-3-6 to 9-3-9 now. That is pretty big, as she can probably maybe get some more items for herself, and her team in general can probably secure a lot more items. This dragon is also coming up too, so whoever gets this dragon, and it looks like quarantine recovery, this quarantine recovery group will be securing for themselves, putting them at soul point contention. Stega tries to do something, but that will not be enough. Super minions though, they're pushing into the turret, doing some damage. Nico on this top side also generating pressure by pushing in her wave towards this top side. Baron will be coming up too in about 30 seconds here, so Quarantine Recovery Group has to put some pressure onto Baron, has to ward, has to give some vision for their team, and some pings are already getting dropped through. But yeah, looks like this is pretty much transitioned fully into mid game now, and both sides have completed most of their items. Team fights are not going to be more high stakes, high rewarded. One team fight could spell the end of the game, or maybe a big objective taken. 3 members are grouped towards this side, top side here, and Baron has spawned right this instant. War's getting taken out. This vision battle has begun. Well, this will probably be the first big step of this huge fight.
Yeah, and True Fury just tanking it all. He immediately says, hello, Howard doesn't interrupt. The True Magic is dealt with the Leroy. However, Leroy has to say, Gwen, it's gonna go down. There goes True Fury, eaten up, taken away by Hastega. And that is going to be exactly what they want. And now they can either go for the Baron or they can go for the end. However, there's the Shen answering to that outside, so they're gonna go ahead, get the Baron. I imagine push in the top lane and try and end it.
Very, very nice 1v1 fight between the Leroy and True Magic, just picking out True Magic from that fight. Again, it seems like Shaftry might be trying to do something here.
Yeah, yes. Looks like they want to try steal the Baron away. They know that this is going to be crucial. There's the ultimate from Shafty. He will take out the Leona. However, you guys are only 4 members strong. But it's enough that Hastega's going to fall. Chrono Baker's going to get away. And they're able to hold off the lamppost. This is exactly what you want to see if you are a fan of Quarantine. They are fighting, they are showing, they are much more than just one and done. They want more of the series.
This comeback has been pretty huge, securing themselves a dragon and closing this big gold deficit. Now it looks like they're trying to be engaging on Baron. This is quite interesting, but Hastega is down, so this is a very good call. Fallen is also pushing out for their team too, so they got to be very, very careful. Members of Lamppost are starting to group. True Fury may be trying to zone off a few people, and that will be a Baron secured for Lamppost.
Yep, and now it's going to be True Magic able to go in, and what they haven't realized is that Suki just teleports to those minions back there. That's an easy end. All that they have to do at that point is just try and stop their backs, and instead Suki doesn't go ahead and TP with them, which I believe if he TPs in and the rest of the team just tries to stop him and delay him, that probably ends the series there. However, Suki instead says too risky to try and take it. He stays away. And the main carries are now down, and the Kaisa and the Morgana are getting scarier and scarier.
Sure, getting scarier indeed, as Kaisa finishes another item of hers, also buying a Magi's, which currently has 8 stacks, so this is very, very aggressive on her part. But just to recap now, all inhibitor turrets are down for Quarantine Recovery Group. They have to be super careful here. If they lose a fight, that it pretty much spells the game, and it seems like the game has been paused.
Yeah, it is paused. Apparently, there are some jungle issues going on. They don't know exactly what it is. However, Chrono Baker is having some issues. So until then, we'll just be talking during the pause screen. So,
Dalmar, do you have any say on this game so far?
I just hope we get to game 3.
this has been just such an exciting series.
Absolutely, it has.
Hey, but you can't be telling your team to lose, man.
Yeah, if they lose, I get to go in for game 3. Clean it
Oh,
up. Dogmar fashion.
So, really, all there is to say is just that. So, it looked like at one point that all was lost for the side of Quarantine. They were so far behind, And then next thing you know, I always mention this because this is one of the most legendary plays that happens in my mind. Edward Gaming, SKT, 2017, 7K gold deficit. What happens? Wolf enters, the Oriana Shockwave heard around the world, and they come back, they win. They didn't win Worlds. However, it's fine. But man, they are showing that they could definitely be the SK Telecom T1 of this series.
For sure. Their goal has now been racking up. Huge bounties are on Morgana and True Magic. So if they can just maybe put a lot of peel around these carries, put a lot of frontline for these carries, then they can probably secure more team fights for themselves. As for the side of Lamppost, they only have Hestega really. I mean, both Hestega and Mortal as a tank, but then again, Suki and Leroy and also Renji are very very squishy champions. But yeah, now hopping back into this game, we are going to be seeing 4 members grouped up here in this bot side part of the map, maybe putting a little bit more pressure. Waka solo pushing this lane by himself. It looks like they're going to be sieging this turret. Yeah, sieging this turret. Oh, here we go.
Yep, and there's the solar flare, and that is a ultimate that you want to have always, and they are able to push in so much. And now Suki is forced to come back as a response, so they're not even going to be able to try and get one of these inhibitors. And with this mountain dragon coming up, this is sole point, and if the quarantine recovery group get this, they are going to be so tanky for this Shen, and the Shen's just going to eat up everything thrown.
And also a lot more HP and armor on a Morgana will always be better for everybody on the team. If you give Chrono Breaker a little bit more armor and HP too, he'll be able to last longer during those fights. And using that DPS, that huge DPS that Graves has, that'd be very nice for team fights. And here we go, Dragon has spawned up right this instant, and members are now grouping towards this pit.
Yeah, and Hastega can't even go in. That's the mountain slope just claimed easily. Hastega poked down over and over again, and now they're gonna go in. However, there's a solar flare, gonna be just enough. The flash is coming out from Renji. Is it Renji or Rengi? Let me just make sure.
Renji.
Renji, okay.
Yeah.
So, flash is coming out from Renji. And, well, really, this is just fine, as they'll be able to go ahead reset. The Stand United is up, so if any fight does happen, they have him. Leroy is on the side. He's getting poked out. There comes the ultimate, and it is massive. And they are forced to take this fight. Hastega trying his best. However, Shafty is legendary. They're going to pick up one kill. They're trying to pick up another one. There goes the Fear Beyond Death. Hastega able to get the kill onto True Fury. And now they are forced to run away, as the mana is just so low for Chrono Breaker, Shafty, and True Magic. They are forced to reset. Solar Flare coming in once again. However, Chrono Breaker is going to be just fine. He's going to get away. And, oh, well, he was going to get away. However, he is going to be rooted up. He's going to be taken out. True Magic, what are you doing? You should be bagging, my dear friend. You have to get resetting now.
That is 3 players down for Quarantine Recovery Group, while only 1 player is down for Lamppost, and they're going to be just taking inhibitors, as they know that the remaining 2 members of Quarantine Recovery Group cannot do anything to stop them. And yeah, that is second inhibitor down this instant.
And there's a TP from Suki's gonna be coming in soon, I'm sure.
Yeah, TP in from Suki.
No?
No?
I guess not. Guess they're gonna back out.
They're holding out on the teleport just in case of something else happening, as he doesn't have the Zanya's in, so if he goes in with the ultimate, then he can easily be taken out, and that's already so much damage for them, and the CC just gone.
Suzuki legit saved that game. Yeah, that was a huge ultimate onto 4 members of their team, and because of that ultimate, 2 members of Quarantine Recovery Group, 2 members of the Quarantine Recovery Group were initially taken out, and the last member of that fight, Chrono Breaker, it was just a very nice flash coming from Hastega, and also the follow-up route from Renji, I believe. Yeah, Renji to stun, to just CC Chrono Breaker so that his team can catch up and secure that kill. With that, they moved on to taking 2 out of the 3 inhibitors for Quarantine Recovery Group. Now this is going to be pretty interesting. Super Minions are in play, so that'll be a ton of pressure put on to both the mid and bot side, as those are the respective lanes that the inhibitors have been taken out on. Well, oh my gosh, Shafty is just huge right now. 9 kills, 1 death, and 9 assists. He has pretty much almost all of his items completed at this point, finishing off that Angry Hat, also known as the Rabadabadon's Death Cap, giving himself another huge power buff. And we're just going to be seeing some back and forth action for members, actually 5 members of Lamppost.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Freaking out. Hastega is tanky. Here comes Suki once again with a great ultimate. There goes the Stand United. However, rooted for so long is True Magic, and the fight continues. And now the main ADC is gonna go down. The rest are falling one after another. And it is going to be Suki and Leroy leading the charge and leading the win.
Player of this fight. Let's see what he can do. Critical has been dropped. First, second, third bullet. Fourth bullet. Just barely missing Chrono Breaker as he sidesteps it. But there are 5 members here gathering around this Nexus turret, taking down that turret together. Everybody here can be looking to pass some KDA. Chrono Breaker trying to do something, anything possible with that last stand of his. And yeah, it looks like that will be the final kill of the game before the Nexus turret is taken. Everybody is in the finally picture, and that will be the second win of the series, which will secure this best of 3 for Lamppost. Do you have any words to say for yourself? Do you have any words to say, Asami?
All I have to say is that when Suki was needed most, Suki came in, Suki looked, Suki dominated in those last matchups. Leroy was there to help out with damage. Hastega was so tanky, and really the ADCs, the main damage dealers for Lamppost, stayed in, stayed out, showed in, and dominated at the end. And that is exactly what they needed to show that they are the best third place team today.
Mm-hmm. For sure, for sure. And that will be the final game of the series. So, thank you guys for coming and watching this stream. I am a McCure. My co-caster is
Asami.
Asami, and now, stay tuned. We have another game that will be here at 4 o'clock. So just stay tuned. Be ready. Maybe take some break. Go and get a stretch. Maybe exercise. Maybe grab some food or anything that you want to do, because we will be back. Thank you all for coming.
Later.